you very much. Please be seated. The Deputy Chief of Staff, Cabinet Secretary is present, Principal Secretary is present, senior government officials, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It gives me great pleasure to join you this morning to jointly celebrate the official launch of the Foreign Travel Information Management System, FORTIMS, and the Presidential Directives Management Information System, PDMIS. I want to thank the Office of the Chief of Staff and Head of Public Service for this invitation and the opportunity to jointly engage and reflect on a subject of passion and conviction to me personally, the subject of digital transformation. ICT has been universally recognized as an enabler of development in all spheres of human endeavor through facilitation of access to information to support decision-making and through efficient and effective processes. Indeed, technology is a strategic driver to not only improve efficiency, more so in the public sector, but also to make government more transparent, trustworthy, accountable, and open. The last point is critical, especially when one considers the turmoil we have experienced in the last few months, whose root cause can be traced down to loss of trust, lack of transparency, and poor accountability. One objective of the Kenya Kwanza administration's bottom-up economic transformation better plan is to enhance government service delivery through digitization and automation of all government critical processes and make available 80% of government services online. We meet here today to commission 2 such interventions on this journey and to celebrate the Office of the President for taking leadership to delivering this digital transformation. The better plan draws its inspiration from the Kenya Vision 2030 economic blueprint. The vision similarly recognizes the role of ICT in harnessing new knowledge for wealth creation, social welfare, and international competitiveness. This administration has therefore set forth ambitious objectives aimed at catalyzing transformation and inclusive growth, with the digital superhighway playing a critical role in enabling us to make tremendous achievement in delivery for the other 4 pillars of the plan, namely health, agriculture, MSMEs, and financing. Accordingly, the national government has in the 24-25 financial year allocated 16.3 billion Kenya shillings as investment in the digital superhighway to enable achievement of the identified objectives in the sector. Ladies and gentlemen, in our ongoing efforts to enhance governance and streamline public service delivery through digital transformation, the Office of the President has introduced 2 advanced digital platforms which we are officially commissioning today. Foreign travel is one of the big line items in our budget, which consumes a significant amount of financial resources. Whereas it remains important for building networks, learning, building partnerships, and allowing us to shift our mindset from thinking Kenya only to thinking globally, it must be done sustainably and devoid of abuse. The commissioning of the Foreign Travel Management Information System, FORTIMS, therefore, is not only exciting, but also truly necessary. It automates the travel clearance processes by enhancing the ease and efficiency of application, processing, and approval. The system will support the implementation of the government austerity measures, increase efficiency and transparency of the process, which all go to restore trust and accountability, 2 sides of the same coin that the Kenyan people demand of their government. I am aware that plans are at an advanced stage to cascade the Foreign Travel Information System, FORTIMS, to each MDA for use in undertaking internal approvals. I I therefore encourage expedition for conclusion of this process to secure a holistic structure that will not only secure adherence with prevailing travel guidelines, but also facilitate government's ability to review overall foreign travel budgets and expenditures, analyze our global travel trends and priorities, and reorganize our foreign service footprints accordingly. Ladies and gentlemen, it is said, change is inevitable, growth is optional. These words by John Maxwell underscore the radical shift which technology has brought to the world. The world is changing, and the world will continue to change. Digital transformation puts technology at the core of strategy, which translates to better processes, increased efficiencies, and a digital fluent workforce, elements that are key to future survival and growth. The Presidential Directives Management Information System, PDMIS, will record, track, and report on the implementation of presidential directives, replacing manual dispatch methods and providing robust feedback and reporting mechanisms. Government moves slowly, which is a good thing, because while the executive runs on an election cycle of every 5 years, institutions preserve continuity. The slow bureaucratic processes protect from rushed execution, which is important given it is hard to undo bad policy implementation. However, this is not an excuse for delayed execution, corruption, and unnecessary delays, which are people issues. When such behaviors become the norm, rather than the exceptions, the public suffer, and again, the two sides of the same coin, trust and accountability, which are demanded of us, fail. Implementation of presidential directives is done through people, and employees are the greatest asset of any organization. Working through and with people, the PDMIS will be used to dispatch directives to ministries and state departments for implementation and status reporting. I believe that the most important benefit of the system is ensuring we bring dignity to the directives of His Excellency the President and ensure that the same are followed through and implemented without undue delay. Where changes are experienced in the implementation of such directives, as may happen in the course of any program implementation cycle, then the same is easily flagged, adjusted, and promptly communicated to the public. Effective tracking of directives and early escalations where challenges are experienced has been a challenge in seeing through implementations and measurement of impact. Accordingly, automation of the dispatch, implementation, tracking, and reporting of directives will ensure proactive rather than reactive implementation. I'm informed that the two systems are both homegrown, developed in-house by a team of young, innovative, technical, and ICT officers. I am proud of the fact that the public service is producing the quality and capability that we have always known to exist within. My faith in the role of the public service and its ability to shape and define young people continues to be restored when I see such outcomes. I congratulate the team for translating their patriotism and desire to transform this nation into work that has produced the systems and applications we are launching today. I invite all public officers to similarly see the potential of their skills and devise mechanisms for translating them into transformation outcomes that are necessary for bettering the lives of our people. Showcase the wonderful innovations that are within us. Remind the country of the talent and potential that the public service has to offer. As I conclude, I wish to add caution that a system is only as good as its users. It is imperative that we adopt the necessary integrity tenets in the use and application of the systems in order to reap the expected benefits. Users must ensure that the information submitted is verifiably accurate or factually correct. This is to ensure that we do not have errors or deliberate omissions that would compromise the system's integrity and utility. I trust that the persons who have been identified and approved as users will live up to this expectation. Our collaborative efforts in enabling digital transformation in our processes to confront the challenges in public service delivery will lead to increased accountability, enhanced transparency, and prosperity for our citizens tomorrow, and ultimately build public trust in government. It is now my pleasure to officially launch the Foreign Travel Information Management System and the Presidential Directives Management Information System, PDMIS. God bless you all. God bless Kenya. Asante sana. I think I'm happiest of all this morning because as Principal Assistant to the President, the dignity of my boss is paramount, and the directives that he issues should be implemented expeditiously without fail. So this system helps our officers across government to keep a tab on what is happening and have a feedback mechanism of what the President has directed and the implementation matrix. We have had instances for the last 2 years where our officers have let the President down. The President of the Republic of Kenya is a symbol of national unity, and his office is a symbol of authority for the Republic. When he pronounces himself on a matter, that matter is as good as law. So it is incumbent upon officers across government, led by our CSs and the PSs, to make sure that we dignify the person and the office of the President by expeditiously implementing directives that he has issued across the country. So with the launch of this, all the presidential directives that have so far been issued will be audited, worked on, and implemented to the satisfaction of the people of Kenya. All of us whom the President has given the privilege to serve have a solemn duty to dignify him and his office by making sure that whatever pronouncement he makes across the country is implemented without fail. I'm therefore very happy with the launch of this system, that we shall keep track and ensure that those directives are implemented to the letter. Again, we are also happy on the issues of foreign travel, so that we are prudent in the use of resources when traveling out of the country. We have had instances where almost everybody is traveling, and sometimes you are left to wonder who remains behind to buy the house. With the launch of this system, I have no doubt in my mind we will be more prudent and we will rationalize those who are authorized to travel out of the country on official business and clearly justify the use of public funds out of the country. So this is a good day for the public service, and these two systems will help us to be more efficient and work to the satisfaction of the people of Kenya. Again, it's a revolution for those of us who started our career in the public service. This is a great milestone, because when we entered the public service in the year 1989, everything was manual, and we were still working efficiently, but the world has gone digital. The world is now a global village, and we must move with the times. So this is another very important milestone for the public service in the Republic of Kenya. And I want leader to thank all our public servants for their patriotism and commitment to serve the people of Kenya. and needed to see that we have got a good public service, because it ensures continuity when there is change of government. And therefore, we ask the public service that it is a custodian of the Kenyan state, because it keeps things going even when there is change of government. So I want to encourage all public servants to continue serving this country with dedication, commitment, and patriotism, because we owe it to the people of Kenya. Asante sana, Mungu awabariki.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Naibu Rais. Basi tuendelee kwa makofi tunapomwalika Mheshimiwa Naibu Rais tuongoza kwa awamu hii ya kuzindua. Basi Mheshimiwa Naibu Rais, utakuwa unaelekea hapa chini, na basi nitakuwa naalika vile vile mawaziri wetu ambao tayari wamefika pamoja na mkuu wa sheria kukaribia kwenye runinga hii. Tutasalia tu vile vile na kungoja kidogo. Kwenye runinga zetu studio mtakuwa mnatusaidia na ile video ambayo tutakuwa tunahesabu kwa pamoja polepole. Ifikapo moja, Mheshimiwa Naibu Rais atakuwa anafinya. Sote tutakuwa tunashangilia uzinduzi wa mifumo hii miwili, ikiwa ni pamoja na PDMIS na vile vile 4 teams. Studio tunangoja tu. 5 4 3 2 1. Mheshimiwa Naibu Rais akisaidia pale kwenye uzinduzi, na basi rasmi tunapata ule uzinduzi wa mifumo hii miwili ya PDMIS na vile vile 4 teams. Basi ikiwa ni rasmi tuna mifumo ile miwili, tutasalia pale pale Mheshimiwa Naibu Rais na kuangalia upande wa mbele, ambapo tutawapa wanahabari nafasi ya kupata picha katika hafla hii ya uzinduzi ambao utakuwa unasaidia katika uwajibikaji,